You just lost 3 trades in a row. Your stop loss got hit again. And now you're sitting there staring at the chart and something inside you whispers, "One more trade, double the size, get it back." That voice, it's not strategy. It's not discipline. It's a parasite. And it's been feeding on your account for months. Revenge trading isn't a mistake. It's a software bug installed in your brain the moment you placed your first losing trade. And here's the brutal truth most educators won't tell you. You can't fix it with a better indicator. You can't backtest your way out of it. You have to surgically remove it from your psychology. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact mental architecture that turns a disciplined trader into a gambler, and the 3-step deletion protocol Jesse Livermore used to stay solvent while everyone around him blew up. If you watch this to the end, you'll understand why your revenge trades always lose and how to rewire your mind so the urge never shows up again. Let's start with the lie you've been telling yourself. Before we go further, understand this. What I'm about to show you is the difference between traders who survive and traders who disappear. If that matters to you, hit the like button now. It tells the algorithm to push this to someone who's about to blow their account tonight. You might save them. Most traders think revenge trading is an emotional problem. They think they just need to calm down or be more disciplined. That's not the issue. Revenge trading is a logic problem disguised as an emotion problem. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's protecting your ego from the reality that you were wrong. See, when you enter a trade, you're not just risking money. You're risking your identity as someone who knows how to read the market. When that trade fails, your subconscious interprets it as a threat to your status, and threats must be neutralized immediately. So your brain offers you a deal. Take another trade, bigger size. Prove you were right. Restore balance. This is why smart people go broke faster than average traders. Intelligence makes you more invested in being correct. The market doesn't care about your Fibonacci retracements or your supply and demand zones. It moves based on liquidity, and liquidity doesn't respect your analysis. The traders who survive aren't the ones with the best setups. They're the ones who've deleted the part of themselves that needs the market to validate them. You're not fighting the chart. You're fighting the need to be right. If that just clicked for you, if you finally see why your best setups still fail when you're emotional, tap the like button. This is the shift that separates retail from professional. Make sure more people see it. Let me show you what happens inside your nervous system the moment a stop loss hits. Your brain releases cortisol. It's the same chemical that floods your body when you're in physical danger. Your heart rate spikes. Your vision narrows, and your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for rational decision-making, goes offline. In that state, you are biologically incapable of following your trading plan. This is the revenge window. It lasts about 90 seconds to 3 minutes, and in that window, most traders do the one thing guaranteed to destroy their account. They click, they re-enter, they chase, they flip their bias. They just want to see if. Here's the truth. Revenge trades aren't random. They follow a predictable pattern. First, you take a loss on a trade you were sure about. Maybe it was a liquidity grab you didn't see coming. Maybe it was a fake breakout. Doesn't matter. Second, you tell yourself, I just need to make it back. You open the chart again. You find a setup that isn't really there. You convince yourself it's valid because you need it to be. Third, you enter with twice the risk, because if you're going to recover, you need to do it fast. Fourth, you lose again, and now the hole is deeper. This is called the revenge spiral, and it doesn't stop until you either blow the account or physically remove yourself from the market. Jesse Livermore went bankrupt 3 times before he figured this out, not because he didn't understand price action, because he didn't understand himself. He realized something most traders never do. The market isn't your enemy. Your ego is. Livermore developed a rule he called the cold mind protocol. The moment a trade closed at a loss, he would stand up, walk away from the ticker tape, and do nothing for exactly 3 minutes. No analysis, no journaling, just silence. Those 3 minutes allowed his nervous system to reset. The cortisol faded, the prefrontal cortex came back online, and only then would he evaluate whether another trade made sense. This wasn't discipline. It was biology. You can't override your nervous system with willpower. You have to let it complete its cycle. And the only way to do that is to physically disconnect from the source of the threat, the screen. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're driving, and someone cuts you off in traffic. Your first instinct is anger. Your hands tighten on the wheel. You want to speed up, honk, maybe flip them off. But if you wait 30 seconds, the anger fades. You realize it's not worth it. You let it go. Revenge trading is the same. The urge is real. The anger is real. But it's temporary. If you can survive the first 3 minutes, the urge dies. Most traders lose because they act during the spike. I want you to do something right now. Go to the comments and answer this. What's the worst revenge trade you've ever taken? How much did it cost you? Drop it below. I'm going to read the most brutal one in my next video and break down exactly where the mental mistake happened. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Losses aren't punishments, they're information. When you treat a stop loss like a failure, you create the emotional charge that leads to revenge. But when you treat it like data, like a signal that your timing was off or the context shifted, you remove the emotional weight. Professional traders don't lose trades. They pay for information. Every stop loss teaches them something about market structure, timing, or their own psychology. This is the difference between Stage 2 and Stage 3 traders. Stage 2 traders see losses as mistakes. Stage 3 traders see them as the cost of doing business. Think about a coffee shop. The owner doesn't get emotional when they pay rent. Rent is just the cost of having a location. It's predictable. It's non-negotiable. It's part of the model. Your stop losses are rent. They're the fee you pay to participate in a game where the winners take everything. Once you internalize this, revenge trading becomes impossible because you're not trying to get back what you lost. You're simply moving to the next trade with a clean slate. This is the exact framework I break down every single week. How to think like a professional instead of reacting like a beginner. If you want the next layer of this, subscribe now, because next week's video covers the one psychological trap even experienced traders fall into, and it's darker than revenge trading. So, how do you actually apply this? Here's the 3-step deletion protocol. Step 1, install the circuit breaker. The moment your stop loss hits, you stand up. You walk away from the screen for 3 full minutes. Set a timer. Don't look at the chart. Don't check your phone. Just breathe. This is non-negotiable. If you can't do this, you're not ready to trade live money. Step 2, document the urge. After the 3 minutes, open a journal, physical or digital, doesn't matter, and write one sentence. I wanted to revenge trade because. That's it. You're not analyzing the trade. You're analyzing the feeling. Over time, you'll see the pattern. Maybe you always revenge trade after stop hunts. Maybe it's when you trade during news. Patterns reveal themselves when you track them. Step 3. Replace the ritual. Revenge trading is a ritual. It gives you something to do with the anger. So replace it with a better ritual. After a loss, I walk outside for 60 seconds. No phone, just air. When I come back, the emotional charge is gone. Find your version of this. Make it automatic. These 3 steps won't make you immune to the urge, but they'll give you a gap between the trigger and the response. And in that gap, you win. Here's your homework. Try the 3-minute rule on your next losing trade. Then come back and comment, I survived the window. I want to see how many of you actually implement this instead of just watching. Deleting revenge trading isn't a one-time fix. It's a daily practice. Every time you feel the urge, you're at a crossroads. One path leads to another blown account, another cycle of shame and frustration. The other path leads to consistency, calm, and eventually, profitability. The market will always be here. The opportunities will always come. Your job isn't to catch every move. Your job is to protect your capital long enough to be there when the big one shows up. Jesse Livermore made and lost millions multiple times. But the times he won because he mastered himself first. You don't need a better strategy. You need a calmer mind. And the beautiful part? That's entirely within your control. Now, here's something I didn't mention. Revenge trading is just one of the big 3 psychological killers. The second one is quieter. It doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels like patience. But it destroys more accounts than revenge trading ever could. I'm breaking that one down next week. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Because if you think you've already fixed your psychology, you probably haven't seen this one yet. Stay calm, stay disciplined. I'll see you in the next one.